yourself.
Well, I'll do that.
And you better get an attorney or attorneys on it against Tom Green and Nancy Barnes and say don't, because that is your material, Wayne.
It's true.
The only other person involved is the one in it, in the material, and that's me.
It's you. Well, that's what I was just going to say.
Well, look, get in touch with, stay quiet.
All right.
Call Tom Green.
Yeah.
And just remind him that no pictures, no photographs coming from Nancy Barring are allowed because they all originally spawned from you.
Well, it seems that that's happened.
Yeah. Well, do not allow them, you see. All you have to do is do that.
Judy, you don't think that I'm selfish in the idea that if we did a book,
No.
I would like the pictures to be from our collection and not have other people's use?
I don't think you are, but I am.
No, with you, yes. I mean,
Yeah.
but from what I call our collection.
That's right.
And I think that I have everything in your life that we don't need a picture here and there from any other source.
That's right.
Because I've, as you know, searched and gathered them all these years.
We'll go to work on it.
All right, Judy, and I believe he said that it was E.P. Dutton that seemed to rouse some interest. Is that right, in the pictorial in New York? Do you know if that's...
E.P. Dutton was supposed to, but doesn't mess that up. I don't know whether he got the advance or not.
Well, listen, whatever you think that you can do toward it, I'm here to cooperate in every way.
Okay.
And the same from this angle. And, Judy, do you think occasionally I could, will I be able to reach you like this if I...
You always reach me.
All right, darling. And any immediate plans or change in your living?
Get through this swamp of kind of misery, and I think you could help if you call.
Well, listen, I always
and
want...
the children are fine.
Good.
And I'm fine, and that's to be released to the rest of the fans.
Yes.
And also get the rest of the fans in England, you know, like that darling girl I like so much.
Lorna?
Yeah, Lorna
Smith.
Tell her what's going on. Tell the fan people what's going on, how they're being undercut, and bring them all to the rescue. Maybe they can send me a buck.
Well, I think that I would say, in fact, of all the enjoyment and love you've given them for years, I would think that might be, you know, forthcoming. If something could be worked that way.
Well, I really kind of need it, and that's about all it needs is for you to say, and I'll undersign it.
Yeah. Judy, I have a friend, a lawyer friend, a young man lawyer friend down in Los Angeles with a very reputable firm of attorneys who happens to be a great admirer of yours. That's how I met him.
Yeah.
And it's Bob or Robert Starrett, and he's a fine man and an attorney, and possibly, I know Robert would do anything to kind of help along in any way if you feel that he might be all right.
Well, we're desperately in need.
Well, I know you, dear heart, I know you have problems. I don't know...
No, it's not problems. I mean, we're desperately in need of food.
Yes.
Money.
Yes.
And if people did love me, and the fan club love me, so they just made a few bucks off me here and there. Let's them send it to my children and myself.
Would you, Judy, I've thought sometimes when things were bad, you would not resent, if it were possible, let's say, I don't know if I could, start some kind of a project like you just suggested for your help from the many fans that you have brought such light to all these years? You wouldn't resent that if they...
Wouldn't resent what?
Resent that your fans would want to unite in helping you financially.
My God, I think it'd be the most marvelous thing for me to call for help.
Well, listen, I think so too, but I didn't know quite how you felt on this.
Well, I feel very good about it, and it doesn't make me feel peculiar or anything else. It makes me feel that maybe people who would have liked to have helped money-wise can contribute.
Well, now, I think the same...
Publicity-wise, or morally, physically, by just backing me up.
True.
And I think it's a heck of a good time. The first time I've ever really called out for help from them.
Now, listen, I'm glad you feel that way about it, because I think it would be a most wonderful thing for even the world to hear that the people...
I do, too.
That your fans had come to your rescue.
Yes.
And I know from the ones I know that really love you, I know that they would. If we can just know how to work this thing, or I do, I know they would love to help you.
Right.
I just know. I know a lot of very lovely people.
You talk to that lawyer, Starrett.
Yes.
And tell him what I've said. And I'll be here.
Yes.
And I need help.
I suspected that, Judy, but I don't know I'm out here alone myself, you know, and I have to go...
Somebody wants to say hello to you.
All right.
very pretty girl
Well,
who sort of sits by me.
well,
Very good fan.
well,
And a loyal one.
well.
Her name is Lorna.
Oh.
She wants to say hello.
Lorna?
Wait just a second.
Oh, all right.
Hi, Wayne.
Hi, Lorna, darling. How are you?
I'm okay.
Oh, we haven't talked for a long time, have we?
Yeah, I know.
I think I was telling Judy I haven't talked to your mother since she left for the East, and it's darn near a year now.
Yeah.
Well, she had me mystified when she said there's a lovely young lady, pretty lady, who's a fan of mine, my most loyal fan. And I thought, who is this? Oh, listen, you did a remarkable job at the Palace and around last summer on stage with Judy.
Thank you.
Well, I heard some of the tapes from it. I didn't get to the Palace, but I heard some. I have some tapes on different places and all, and I'm real proud of you, Lorna.
Oh, thanks, Wayne. Listen, you know what I think you should do?
What?
I think you should call Nancy Barr and say, listen, I just talked to Judy, and I told her how you said all those things to those fans and upset
Yes.
them.
Yes.
Just to know that she knows.
Well, you know, Lorna, I've held back and been puzzled and alone. You know, I'm alone and things aren't so good, and I never know what to do. I've had much mail by sweet, wonderful fans who said that Nancy's upset them and hurt them by tattling things on Judy.
Well, what things? Can you tell
Oh,
me?
honey, just as I told Judy, there's just some petty things and things that later, you know, that happen and get in the paper, but she gets on the phone and seems to delight in telling everybody and all the fans these things. And
Well,
it's,
what things? Can you tell me?
oh, honey, it's so detailed. Just,
Well, I'd like to know. You can tell her.
huh?
Mama just said that you can tell me.
Oh, goodness, you know, this kind of puts me on the spot, you know, to detail anything in particular, and I don't know if I can recall it or not, but as I say, it would mainly be covered by telling people first little incidents that maybe came out in the paper and that the people read later, you know, and all.
Like what? What sort of thing?
Oh, my goodness. That, as I say, that's kind of got me on the spot, Lorna. You know, I don't like to ever lay tongue and say anything about Judy, you know, little things that turn up and everything. It's awfully hard for me to say that, but I, you know, one thing I'm awfully glad to hear tonight, I wasn't sure of your relationship, you and Judy, with Nancy either.
Yeah.
And so, not knowing how it was and all, that's why I didn't want to do anything.
Yeah.
But I have been upset by mail for over a year that she was not a nice person, but I thought probably she was off and on at your home and everything, and I wasn't sure what the situation was.
Yeah.
But I will do, as I say from now on, now that I'm in touch with Judy, I will follow through and do anything, you know, that your mother thinks is best for us to do in any way.
Uh-huh.
And you too, Lorna, you are now of an age. I can sense your maturity, and I feel that possibly you can talk to me too, and you know that with all my years of love and everything, that I want to do anything that's always best for Judy. All right, darling? You keep in touch with me too,
Mama
won't you?
says that you can become the hearse of our day if you want to.
Oh, is she coming back for a minute to me?
No, she just went into the bathroom.
All right, well then listen.
1 second.
All right. Lorna, dear, if you can't jot it now, I want to make sure if I have to write you that you've got my number and address, and will you and Mama try to keep in touch with me?
Sure.
You know that I want everything right.